So good morning, angels. Let's see how many people we can get the shits up to go today, okay? So I've been blocked and banned again, and this was just because I commented on a person's feed, and what happened was one of my students was asking about their new program that they said was better than ClickFunnels, better than Carter. Carter is just ClickFunnels, that's all it is. And all I said under my student's comment was, don't get sucked in. That's exactly what I said. Then I sent her a private message saying, please don't get sucked into this. It's another multi-level marketing program. And immediately I was blocked and banned. So thank you for that. And I'm probably going to receive some abusive messages today from someone I am going to name inside this video. But this is not a representation of that person. I actually believe this person is a good person. They've just, they've just got their different, I don't know, what do you want to call it? They're different ways of doing things. That's all it is. So if you're out there, throw me a comment. So today I wanted to show you the evidence procedure that I went through for using NLP when it comes to multi-level marketing. I'm all for multi-level marketing if the device or the product has the science behind it or the criteria behind it. I'm also a kind of person that I love affiliates and etc. and I will by all means promote something, but I'll also promote something whether I like it or not. Like, it comes down to it. And here I wanted to show you an evidence procedure. So I'm going to get up my Facebook Messenger now. Okay, so here we go. So here is my Facebook Messenger. As you can see, I am talking to Emma Romano, and this is on the 12th of June. And she says to me, hey, chick, what do you think about, have I heard about the Healy device? She goes, I know you're a gun at research, and I was wondering what your thoughts are. Have you heard of it? I'm thinking about buying it. Anyway, what I did was I jumped online. I did a tiny bit of research, so not much. And I said, oh, well, a heart math is better. Now, heart math is something that Justine Letty promotes over in New Zealand. Please contact her if you would like any more information about it. It is registered via the government and it's freaking amazing, okay? So, anyway, Emma started talking to me and she says, yeah, I'm wearing one right now and I got rave reviews. It's bloody expensive, nearly $3,000. Now, for someone who is doing so well when it comes to the courses, etc., and she's complaining about $3,000. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, moving along from that, I said to her, I said, look, I said, when we start putting devices into our healing, we remove ourselves from healing naturally. Okay, so that's what I stated there. I said to her, it's kind of like having all these other devices, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, she talks about how Healy is a frequency and it can actually heal. And I said to her, I said, well, you can just listen to frequencies. I said, that's what I said to her. I said, you can just listen to frequencies. Anyway, approximately 2 hours later, because what I did was I jumped on some websites. I thought, you know what, I've got to get some evidence before I give advice on this because I really don't know what I'm talking about here. Anyway, about 2 hours later, I said to her, Healy is a multi-level marketing babe, and that states it on their website. Anyway, it also stated that in the green box there, applications of Healy are not recognized by conventional medicine due to lack of evidence in the sense of conventional medicine. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, as I looked into it more, it's basically just a TENS machine, and the TENS machine you can pick up for like $50. So yeah, but anyway, I said to her, I said, look, I'm not saying it's a bad product. I'm just saying that it doesn't have the nail where it goes, yes, it's totally worth it. Anyway, she talked about how she had it for another 3 days and that she was going to test it out, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so this is what I did instead. So I'm going to share my screen with you because I'm seeing it all over, like Facebook and Instagram. All these people are endorsing it. But at the end of the day, as much as I always go and ask people first what their opinions are, at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, I still need the opinions of somebody who's perhaps not been using it. So let me just turn off this other camera. That's my camera where my cat normally sits. So I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to do some research and I'm going to show you the exact research that I did so you can make an educated decision onto whether this is actually a thing that you want to invest in. So the very first thing that I did, now I'm a tech head. Everybody knows I'm a tech head. You know, I've been designing web pages with my partner. I've been coding, advertising, etc., etc., etc. So I'm a real tech head, and even I've invested in tech and gotten it. And then after a few months, I'm like, yeah, why did I waste all my money on this? So the first thing I did was Healy Device Australia. So that's the first thing I want to research, okay? Now, the very first page that pops up on Google is got nothing to do with Healy, okay? It's actually an affiliate link, so it's somebody who's endorsing Healy. Now, that raises a few alarm bells for me, because if this product is so amazing and so great, then why isn't it got a worldwide web page? So that, for me, I'm just like, oh, hang on, that's a small alarm bell. That's kind of like hearing the ambulance off in the distance and going, oh, somebody's sick. It's got nothing to do with me, but I heard it in the distance. So this person here is actually endorsing it. Okay, cool. No worries. So what I've got to do now is I've got to get a bit smarter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the word Australia, because I know this product is not from Australia. So I press enter. Now, Healy devices. I've got Healy. Let's try that again. So Healy device without the word Australia. So again, I have that same person popping up that's an affiliate for it. And then the second most popular page on the whole internet worldwide is a skeptical look at Healy bioresonance device. So in other words, there has been a lot of research on how this has not been working. So let's open that link, but we'll go into that one a little bit later on. So from here, I'm going to go, you know what, this is not working. I need the actual devices page. So let's just delete the word device and press enter and go straight to Healy. The very first website that pops up is not even a proper website, because it has www.2 in it. Okay, you're sending off some really shitty stuff right now. You're losing my trust, but I'm going to stick on through with this, because this is a really cool advice. I saw the video. I heard the raving reviews from my girlfriend. You know, I'm seeing her do it all over Facebook. I'm actually seeing more than her doing. I've seen a couple of mates do it, a couple of students do it. So I'm like, okay, cool. Is this something that I want to be part of? So on the third listed site, I have healyworld.net. Cool. I'm starting to find some evidence right now. Now, what I want to do is, it says that it's obviously not in English. Okay, cool. So I'm going to open it up anyway. Now, it comes up with choose your language. Fantastic. Well, let me just make that a bit smaller so you guys can see it. I've got a wide screen. I've got a huge monitor, so that's why you're seeing it like that. Okay, so it says choose your language, and it's got its cookies. Awesome. This is good. This is good. That means it's a good, proper website. Okay, I'm going to go English. Okay, rightio. So hey guys, just shoot me some comments so I know that you're out there. My actual commenting section has needs to be reintegrated into Facebook. Anyway, so I have this Healy word. I'm like, oh wow, this is looking fantastic. It's got a watch, it's got a device. This is really cool. Now I have shop now, learn more. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good. Events, so they've got events. Awesome. They've got a video. I watched that video. Their world, their frequencies of life, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Yep, this is fine. This is really good stuff. I'm starting to go, The first thing I want to do, though, is whenever I'm researching something new, especially when it comes to tech, I'm a huge fan of Kickstarter. And Kickstarter is where people can create tech devices, and then people can invest in it for it to be released in the future. So it's just like an investment program, okay? Hi, Dion. How are you, my darling? So I've got this really cool website, this really cool device. And the first thing I want to do, rather than listen to all of the flash and the glam of what it's doing and how amazing it is and blah, 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 the first thing I want to do is go into the legal disclaimer. Whenever I'm doing research when it comes to technology, now this simple thing has saved me thousands and thousands of dollars. The first thing I want to do is go into their legal disclaimer, because what's that doing is that's raising questions that I haven't thought about. I haven't gotten distracted by the lights, by the glitter, by the pretty colors, by all the endorsements of people jumping around saying, my life has changed completely because of this device. I've never felt more wonderful in my life. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so obviously I'm displaying some trust issues there, but what the freak ever. So the first thing I want to do is go down to their legal disclaimer. Now, every web page has to have a legal disclaimer, and if it doesn't, don't fucking go there, okay? This is another reason why I don't like ClickFunnels, because they don't have legal disclaimers and people get spammed, they get ripped off, and it's a story I'm hearing over and over again. I just had a client from New Zealand last week sign up for my mentoring because she's like, I am sick of being ripped off. And I said to her, I said, all right, I said, jump on board. It's a self-paced library. Here's all the stuff. And I said, this is no bullshit. Anyway, so the first thing it says in their legal disclaimer, requires a monthly subscription. Awesome. I need to know this information because am I going to be able to afford it? Rightio. It requires a monthly subscription. Easy done. The second thing it says is DNA stands for Digital Nutrition App. Okay, now if I had watched the videos, which I have, if I'd watched the videos and they talk about the DNA, blah, 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 automatically my brain is going to go, oh, it helps me on a cellular level? Wow, this is amazing. I can get these great results without even doing anything. Now, on their website, it specifically states it does not mean DNA on a cellular level. It means that is the name of their new digital nutrition app. Kudos to you, Healy. Fantastic job on the confusion NLP technique in order to get people to flip their minds and convince themselves, okay? They also state it should not be confused with genetic testing, blah, blah, blah. They also say, like, when I look into that, it should not be confused with genetic testing, which is not provided by Healy. So they're not doing any genetic testing with this. They're just putting it out there, okay? It's based on what they know, what they've read. Okay, so that we also have a couple of notices here. So now I know that when they say DNA, because, hey, as much as they've got the little stars in here, most of us delete those little stars and we don't look into it. So when they talk about DNA, it's nothing to do with cellular stuff. Okay, I've got that. I'm onto that. Okay. I felt the same, but done the research. You rock and love your methodology. Thank you, Dion, darling. Honestly, I'm not bagging out anyone that's bought it. Honestly, I'm not. Because, you know, hey, I love new toys and new gadgets as well. And some of them I've bought are just, I love the idea of them, but at the end of the day, they're just stupid. I wasted my money. That's all it is. I wasted my money. Anyway, moving along. Notice, Healy is designed to harmonize your biogenetic field and enhance recovery, vitality, and well-being. That's a good start. However, it's not to cure, it's not to treat, not to mitigate, not to diagnose or prevent any kind of diseases. So anything that's inside your body doesn't do. Simple as that. The information on the pages is reference and education purpose only. It's not substitute for medical advice. That sentence is absolutely fair enough. I mean, we have those on our hypnosis sites as well. We never ever go against medical advice either. So, okay, cool. Anyway, notice, Healy World. With the advice of the Medical Advisory Board, it allows its members to only make claims that are contained in the company's materials meant for public distribution. Please contact the company concerning any claims about which you have questions. So in other words, you are not allowed to promote this product if you say it helps with headaches, it helps with pain management, it helps with healing something faster. You're not allowed to do that. It states it right there on the website that it's all about the product itself. So you're allowed to talk about how beautiful the white plastic is, how beautiful the blue sticker is, how wonderful the videos are displayed. You are not allowed to say that it does any kind of healing on any level inside of your advertising. Why? Because I can sue you. Someone else can sue you. If they don't get the results that they are looking for, they can sue your ass. They have legal requirements that they can go through to send you to court. Then Healy also goes on to state that they will not take any responsibility whatsoever for you being misguided with their information. Alrighty, so now I've got some more alarm bells going off to a state where I'm like, this is making me feel really uncomfortable, okay? Because they've physically stated on their website that you are not allowed to advertise that it does any kind of healing whatsoever. You're not allowed to state that it may have helped you with something on some level, and that they're not going to take any responsibility for that at all. Okay, so even though I have read this website back to front, upside down, and inside out, and my Google advertising is now gone to shit. I'm going to click on that second article. So you remember that second article that popped up in the Google? Now, Google ranks all of the web pages based on the relevance of the information and based on the amount of people that are visiting it. So, hang on, I'll flip that. Let's just bring it out over there. So I want you to see the whole thing. So this was the second web page after a random affiliate one. So after... It's not even after like their actual web page. Their actual web page ranked down the web page on Google. So that raises alarm bells for me as well. Anyway, this is called Device Watch. Now, Device Watch, they talk about different devices and then they get the scientific evidence behind it all. So, Dion, you're probably going to love this one, and I will happily... Hang on a second. And here is the article for it. So, Dion, you're going to love that. So, go nuts with all of those reference articles, okay, my love? Anyway, this is a skeptical look at the Healy bioresonance device. Now, the reason why bioresonance device is in inverted commas is because that's what they're calling it, okay? Now, it talks about how the Healy device is clipped to your clothing. It's stuck onto your body with, what was it? Like on your ears, and temporarily touch your skin with adhesives, etc., 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 and how it works through the Bluetooth. It then goes into the background history of bioresonance therapy, and it's based on the notion that every cell in the body has its own electromagnetic frequencies, and that a disease can be cured by correcting abnormal frequencies by various means. So this was first presented by Albert Abrams in 1864, by the American Medical Association, okay? And it was labeled Dean of Gadget Quacks. That's something that they called it, just as a bit of fun, okay? So it talks about how diseases have a bioresonance and so do human cells, okay? That's all cool. Read all about that. That is absolutely interesting. Anyway, the part where I go wayward on this, and the part where, like I said to Emma, at the end of the day, I'm not saying it's a bad device. I am saying that it's not going to do the claims that it claims for it to do. So if you want to heal your body, you can do that by eating natural food. You can do that by getting the appropriate amount of rest. You can get that by having good thoughts about yourself. That's how you get it. That's how you change the cellular process, is by telling your thoughts. And Dr. Bruce Lipton will tell you all about this. By using your thoughts to change the way your body reflects in this world. So that's the difference. No worries, Dion. Absolutely. You know me, I back up all my shit. Okay, so if I recommend something, it's because I've got it backed up, okay? Absolutely, Dion, absolutely. Anyway, the fanciful claims on Facebook about how the human body has 100 trillion cells and it requires a healthy cell voltage to stay alive. So now let me read that sentence to you correctly. The human body is made of 100 trillion cells, each requiring healthy cell voltage to stay alive. Fucking hell, I must be dead, because I don't have anything attached to my body to give me some healthy voltage. Well, there you go. I am a figment of imagination. Who would have thought? Anyway, I love quantum physics myself as well. I absolutely love it. I love anything to do with star seeds, the other realms, energies, even like, spirituality. I love all that stuff. What I don't like is when these devices come along claiming something that just isn't there. And will we get to this place in the future? Maybe. Would I love to be proven wrong? Absolutely, but shoot me the article, okay? So it talks about how the cells communicate to each other and how it can directly impact our health based on the signals that are within the cells. Okay, I'm cool with all that. Hi, Kareen. Don't buy this product, my darling. And if you have, send it back, okay? It's a waste of money. Anyway, within this article, it talks about all of the things on Facebook that they claim for it to do. Now, when it comes to these claims, we go all the way down the bottom, and it talks about how these claims are basically a well-marketed language for the company. So it's kind of like they're not lying to you, but they're not telling you the truth either. Now, the device was registered with the FDA in the United States. It absolutely is. However, Several sites are claiming that the Healy is FDA approved. This is not correct. Approval requires evidence of safety effectiveness demonstrated by clinical trials. The people claiming approval may not understand the difference between approval and clearance, or maybe they were misled by the certificate of approval that was issued by Harrington Consulting, the company that submitted the Healy device originally. Okay? Honestly, Carla, honestly, I'm seeing it all over Facebook, and I've even seen some people invest in it, and I just went, oh my gosh, please don't tell me you fell for it, okay? Honestly, you might as well just go drink a $3,000 glass of water. Why don't you give me the money instead, and then I'll actually smile for a whole day and be awesome around you. Hey, I'll even take you out for cake and a milkshake, you know, that's going to do so much more. Anyway, the Healy device is using a lot of misleading information. So recently, there was actually a basic hypnosis course released by Helen Mitas, and she was talking about how it was, how somebody from the IICT was presenting it, and the way that the wording was worded was as if it was recognized by IICT, and it's not. Okay, it is not recognized by the IICT through the lady who was doing the training or through Helen Midas. So it's not recognized, but the way that the language was used was made it an impression that it was. So until after you've done the training, you're not going to find that out, okay? So this is the same with the Healy. They just use the information in a way where we confuse ourselves, and then when we make these claims and stuff, and if something happens, they go, nah, you just didn't read the information correctly. And it's very confusing. It is very confusing. So, yeah. Don't do it, Corrine. Don't do it, Corrine. Okay? Simple as that. So, you know, there's a lot of misleading information here. The certificate also accurately describes the clearance about the world approval might also mislead people as well. So, you know, the bottom line is the Healy devices are claimed to help worldwide spectrum of health problems. Their use is based on a notion that maybe sound of scientific, but that they are sounding scientific, but they really lack the scientific support. Now, the FDA has cleared the Healy devices for sale in the United States, so not in Australia. In Australia, at the end of the day, it's just another Fitbit. It's just another thing that you can put onto your body. And the only reason why, the only area that it actually made it available for was for temporary pain relief. Now, here's your keywords there, guys. Temporary pain relief. So with the Healy device, you put it on, you spend this X amount of time, it tunes into your vibrations, blah, blah, blah. Now, anybody who's in any kind of pain, if they just stop for a few moments, that pain is going to ease on some level. Now, even if that level is the smallest little microbe of levels, the device is going to pick up on that and it's going to say, you've got less pain. Of course, that person's going to believe that because the device told them to. So, you know what, at the end of the day, you don't need a device to tell you that stuff. If you have some time out, do the right thing. You're going to get temporary pain relief as well. Okay, so yes, honestly, Carla, yes, drink a glass of water. Anyway, the claims for the actual Healy device, they go beyond what the clearance allows. Now, when the FDA catches up with this, these people who have invested in Healy devices are going to be in a shit ton of shit. And this is why I'm doing this video, to protect you guys now, because you're going to get into the shit if the FDA catches up with these guys, which they will, and then all of a sudden you've got these devices where the marketing goes down, the app doesn't get updated anymore, but you're still required to pay your subscription fund until such time in 3 to 4 months' time, then you go, you know what, this is really not working for him. Healy marketers, now here's a good one. Healy marketers even admit that there is no scientific proof that their work works as advertised. So they even say that their product doesn't work as advertised. They've even said it themselves. It's on their legal disclaimer in their page. So whenever you're investing in this shit, guys, always go to the legal disclaimers first, always. And I've thrown that article into the into the comments as well, and this is where you can find all your reference material. So hey, at the end of the day, do you want to buy this device? Absolutely. If you want to buy this device, do it because you like the device. Don't do it out of greed where you're like, oh, I can get on a multi-level marketing program and I can get more people to buy it and I can make more money. That's called a pyramid scheme, sweetheart. And as much as pyramid schemes have been illegal for quite some time, multi-level marketing is just another pyramid scheme. At the end of the day, when it comes down to it, do your evidence procedure. If you're not trained in NLP, then please by all means contact me, because we do have a basic NLP course to get you started. Because when it comes to NLP, it's about finding the evidence procedure. It's about being that one step up, asking those intelligent questions. So back to Emma's messages. Anyway. Anyway, I said to Emma, I said, hang on, I'll make my camera bigger, because anything I don't like doing is showing people stuff. And Emma will probably, Emma probably won't message me today. Basically because every time something like this happens, she just ignores it. Okay. So this was back on June the 13th, my mistake. Anyway, leading on from the conversation that I showed before, I talked about how you can use hypnosis with the pain, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, I said to her flat out, I said, look, I said, I'm not saying it's a bad product. I just say it doesn't have the nail that goes, it's worth it. Is this something that could go well in the future? Most likely. Is it something that's fucking up the future for many people? Absolutely. Because when these products come out, it's just like dodgy salesmen from the 1980s. They fucked up all of our trust for the year 1990, for the year 2000, because we didn't trust it. So these kind of companies are creating distrust for the technology of the future that could actually help us. When they get the science behind them, that's when they're going to have to build the trust again, and that's when we get this really slow evolution in our society, because these guys were greedy and they fucked it up. So yeah, so Emma did end up buying the device. I'm pretty sure that she promotes it as well. I haven't been watching any of her feeds. But yeah, but basically at the end of the day, the Healy device is a well-marketed TENS machine. And do you need it in your life? No. Do you want it in your life? That's your choice. That's completely your decision, and that is completely up to you. Do I recommend anybody buy it? No, I don't. At the end of the day, there are three main key factors in order to help you live a good and healthy life. Because let's just admit it here, guys. We are all organic material, and every single one of us is going to expire at some stage. So there's three main keys. 1, eat and drink healthy food. That's it. I'm not that healthy myself. Hey, you can look at me. I'm a big girl. I'm not that healthy myself. But if I want to get healthy and help those cells inside my body, then it's a matter of doing natural foods. Number 2, get the appropriate amount of rest that your body requires inside your life. If I keep pushing it, something's going to break, something's going to bend, something's going to rip. So you have to listen to your body. And number 3, give your body the appropriate amount of rest that it needs. You have this wonderful device inside you called your intuition. Listen to your body and it will tell you what is going on. Now, there's some things inside of us that we cannot control. It's as simple as that. But is this device going to avoid that? Who knows? Nobody does. So like I said before, when it comes down to this particular device, is it worth purchasing? No, I don't believe so. But what I do believe is that you should contact Justine Letty and talk to her about heart math, because that does have the science behind it. It is absolutely worth every single cent that has gone into it, and it is registered. It's as simple as that. So go and have an amazing day, everybody. Like I said, anybody who's bought the product, awesome, okay? But do it because you want to help you, not because of the multi-level marketing program, because that switches it from healing to greed. And at the end of the day, that's not the right reasons to be doing it. Okay, so, enjoy the device if you've already bought it. But at the end of the day, you might want to watch your backside just a little bit if you're making claims that it will get rid of pain, help with headaches, advanced healing faster, because Healy actually says on their website, You're not legally allowed to do that. So just watch your butt, guys, because you're opening yourselves up for a legal case when it comes to that one, and I don't want to see anybody get taken out. The reason being is because we need more healers in this world. We're already struggling with a uphill battle of shit kicking, so please make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's. So otherwise from that, that's another Off the Cuff with Trish. I'm absolutely positive I will get blocked and banned by somebody else again. You know, I was blocked by Cole Barrow, who is one of the main distributors of Healy, all because I told a student to not fall for it. Okay, so I'm sure I'll lose some more followers, but at the end of the day, I would rather you guys be in the know and have that truth behind you, knowing that I've got your back and that this is the way I'm always going to be. All right, guys, go and have an amazing weekend. I do have to trundle off. I've got the Savo off. Can't wait. One client, then the Savo off. And then I'm going to have an amazing weekend. So you guys go and have one as well. Bye-bye. Mwah. Mwah, mwah.